Schools across South Australia have been closed today ahead of forecast soaring temperatures, strong winds and catastrophic fire conditions. A statewide fire ban has been imposed as the mercury soars to 42 degrees in Adelaide, reaching just shy of the city's hottest November day on record. Authorities are concerned by the unseasonal heat.
7 regions across the state have the highest possible danger rating for fires, and no part of the state has a danger level less than severe. A total fire ban is in place, with authorities comparing today's fire risk to that present during some of the state's worst fires. So joining me on the line now, CFS Assistant Chief Officer Brenton Eden. Brenton, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us today. It seems like an obvious question here, but how concerned are you today about those ratings?
Good morning. South Australia very concerned today. 4 years to the month since the tragic pinery fires in South Australia, where in a very short period of time we lost 85,000 hectares and 2 fatalities. That was a day of 6 catastrophic ratings across the state. Today South Australia is bracing for 7 and the entire state is severe or above. So we've been preemptive. We put a statewide total fire ban on yesterday to raise the level of awareness with the community that we cannot have any fires on the landscape burning on a day like today. And we are entering today with warm conditions in the morning, and it's very, very still, but South Australia will see about a 20-degree rise in temperature to the mid to high 40s today, and very strong winds. They're going to be extremely challenging conditions should any fire start. They will be out of control, they will be fast moving, and we need to ensure that the community right across South Australia today have already enabled their bushfire plan and have moved out of high-risk areas to safer areas so that the potential for loss of life on a day like today is minimised. And we encourage everyone across the state today to be listening to their local media, as CFS will be constantly warning of any fire starts throughout the day. We've got a 24-hour period here of the worst fire weather in 4 years. We need to get through to the cool change that's going to come across South Australia late Thursday.
Brenton, as you would know, these catastrophic fire danger ratings were in place in New South Wales last week. There are significant problems in Queensland as well, but despite all of that, there was still, and there are, investigations underway into deliberate fires that were lit despite those warnings. What sort of threats can you give against people who are perhaps thinking of doing that today?
Oh, it's not my position to threaten. South Australia has a very active operation from the South Australian Police called Operation Nomad. Today they will be monitoring all known arsonists. They will be contacting them. They will make their presence known. They will be telling those individuals that they are under watch. And as well as that, SAPOL police crews will be out through the state monitoring conditions so that if there are activities of a suspicious nature, then people are most likely to be apprehended. So we just encourage everyone today, those that are on the land and working on the land, to minimise the activities that they're going to take which may start a fire. And whilst we don't threaten, we simply warn anyone who wants to do anything dangerous today in terms of lighting a fire that they will face very severe penalties for doing so.
Brenton, just finally, are there any particular suburbs that you are most concerned about today?
No, look, when you've got 7 catastrophic ratings right across the entire state, we are very, very concerned for those areas where crops are yet to be harvested, where we have plantations and natural vegetation. So it's those areas of the state where we still have high fuel loads. And as we've seen in each state of Australia, the drought has had a massive impact on cereal crop loadings across the state. So our risk is more in the parks, forestry, high vegetation areas, and of course we've got them right across the state from the west coast through to the lower southeast. So a day of extreme risk for us.
Okay, be careful, folks, if you're in that region. Brenton Eden, really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.